Now my sister is trying to start a monastery, and she's trying to start a religious order in the Eastern Rite. And one of the things she's doing for work is soap. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, I never in 1,000 years imagined that I would get into soap. Like, I'm a dude, right? I mean, so I always went into the store and bought the cheapest soap possible, the dollar dial or whatever. So my sister she's starting to make soap, and like fancy soaps with like essential oils and lavender. And so she's giving me some of these soaps, and I've gotten into soap, like I said. So I've gotten into soap because of my sister, but there's something about it. There's something magical about the shower, right? When we have the soap, you have the smell of it and those essential oils, and it hits you, and you're just relaxed. And have you ever noticed that some of your best ideas come in the shower, right? Absolutely. And I would say there's a deeper wisdom to that than just simply, there's a deeper wisdom and a deeper understanding that I think gets at the heart of the first point I want to make. So often we move through life. We're moving from things to thing. And even I think in retirement, we really get really busy. I know a lot of retired folks, they get busy keeping up with family, keeping up with the different activities going on. And we move from thing to thing, but we don't take time for inspiration. Now I'm going to flesh this out with a little bit of ideas and academic kind of something that has a little bit more meat to it. A friend of mine, Dr. Greg Bottaro, has a great book called Catholic Mindfulness. He's a psychologist, and one of the things he talks about in that book is he talks about a being mode versus a doing mode. So think of that word being, like being, B-E-I-N-G, and then a doing mode. And so what is often the case, and they've actually found ways of studying this, that doing mode it's not just ideas, it's not just thinking. It correlates with our body. That there's a sense that when our fight and flight mechanism is kicked in, when we're motivated, when we're pumped up, and we're trying to accomplish things. That's one of the greatest feelings in the world, by the way. When you're in the zone, you're moving from thing to thing, you're motivated, you're working, you're accomplishing tasks. That's a great thing. But the problem is sometimes when we get into that mentality, sometimes we lose sight of the big picture. And one of the key principles he gets at in his Catholic mindfulness that psychologists are studying is that we need that rested state from time to time. We need to let ourselves get out of that doing mode and just be. Now, this is on a natural level. We would say on a supernatural level, when we're in that rested mode, when we're like in the shower or when we're just taking a walk, that's when the Holy Spirit has an opportunity to work on our hearts.